And then even though you've got your 10 fingertips together, just keep doing the breath. Exhales are longer and slower. Notice when the exhales are longer and slower, the inhale comes in more relaxed with it instead of rushed or roaring in or squeaking in. So clear the exhalation to the bottom so you have more room in the lungs. Feel all 10 of your fingertips touching. To feel your 10 fingertips touching will put you truly present in the room. Our thoughts are in the way of the now all the time. So it's normal for in meditation for you to think and then suddenly forget to feel all 10 fingertips. That's normal. But as the mind is more settled, it'll be more peaceful. And as it's more peaceful, you're able to be more present. So meditation is your gift back for the times that you weren't able to be present, like you talked about today, because your peace was hijacked. For whatever the reason, it doesn't matter anymore. This is where you get to say, this is my gift back to myself. For the hell I experienced or I brought onto myself because I wasn't at peace inside. As you are more present, you will notice you are more peaceful, so you're able to be more present. We can be peaceful all the time and experience something painful or traumatic, and it takes away our peace. But as you meditate on all 10 of your fingers touching, you will strengthen peace. You will strengthen being more grounded. You will strengthen being more at ease. You will strengthen being clearer, to recognizing your power is in the now, not in the past. Your power is in the now. It's not even in the future, because the future is based on what we do today. What we do tomorrow is based on what's going on and what we do today. All 10 of your fingers are still touching. Drop yourself right out of your head and bring awareness to your 10 fingers, because that's the healing for your mind. To get connected to your physical body, 10 fingertips touching will be soothing to your mind. You'll start to bring your mind healing from the internal conflict that it's usually most familiar with. Channel your attention into the thumb tips touching. The thumb tips are already touching. Drop down into the feel. For a moment, take the other fingertips apart. Take the other fingertips apart to just give the thumbs your undivided attention. Thumb tips are touching. They're already physically touching. They know they're touching. The mind needs to feel that to know it too. Bring your index fingers only together. Strengthen your focus to feel only the index fingers in a genuine way by taking all the other fingertips apart. Let your breathing just happen in. Be more conscious of the exhalations being flushed all the way out. Then your inhale takes care of itself. Bring your thumb tips together and keep your index fingers together. Your eyes stay closed. Your physical eyes cannot see your thumb tips and index fingers, but can you physically feel your index fingers and thumb tips touching without having to see them? Keep channeling your mind into the thumb tips and the index fingers. Let the physical feeling of the thumb tips and the index fingers really educate your mind about the feel. Allow the physical feeling of the index fingers and thumb tips touching to re-educate your mind about how you know something now because you feel it. Even empathic people that feel so deeply can still dismiss their feeling, like it isn't real or isn't true. Just feel instead the physical feeling, thumb tips and index fingers. And so your physical eyes can't see. So if I say, how do you know they're touching? All you could say was, you feel it. And then it becomes a knowing for your mind. But recognize that the feeling feels peaceful to the mind. Bring your focus to your middle fingers touching and take all others apart. Channel all the focus into your middle fingers. Allow that physical feeling to become stronger than your thoughts. Like, give your thoughts a break. Meditation uses the mind in a way that's not the usual. Literally, you have an opportunity to give your thoughts a break, a rest. Feel the middle fingers touching. Just keep your mind anchored to your middle physical fingertips. When the mind wants to say, okay, I'm bored, I want to go think about something else, which is totally normal, we're stimulated by so much. We're not usually stimulated by being still, where we actually become restless. So if your mind wanders off at all, this is not an opportunity to scold yourself. This is an opportunity to go, nope, we're on the middle fingers. And just steer your mind back to the middle fingers. And then add in again, index fingers touching, thumb tips touching. Feel the potency.
Wait, this is index. Is this index?
Yep. First finger's index, yep.
Sorry, I get the itch.
And bring it right back in. Take a breath. Relieving yourself fully of your exhalation. physically feel the thumbs, the index, and the middle fingers. And then keep your focus on your middle fingers only. But keep the thumbs and first fingers together along with the middle. Just focus more on the middle fingers. The thumbs and index fingers already had their turn, and yet they're still with you. Bring your focus to your third fingers. Take all the other fingertips apart. Channel your mind's concentration straight into third fingers, but let the third fingers physically beam the feel, the subtle but powerful feel to the mind. Give the mental focus a place to go. Beam it, harness it on third fingers touching. Giving your third fingers undivided, full attention is powerful. And meditation can be the same jet fuel to allow us to give undivided, full attention to something greater than ourself, or our hurts, or our pain, or our panic. Bring yourself out of yourself by focusing on third fingers. And the way that you're practicing being more present to the third fingers is you practicing being more present to you. And then you bring that presence to your family as a byproduct. First, it has to start with you. Bring middle fingers, first fingers, and thumbs together. Feel how powerful the physical feeling is when the thumbs, the index, the middle, and the third are all together. Channel the focus. Beam it straight to the third fingers. Let the other fingertips touching fuse your concentration to the third fingers. The other fingers are like support, so you can give that focus. Bring your pinky fingers together. Take all the others away. Channeling, harnessing the mind to the pinky fingers touching. Not like you have to, but you want to. Because you want to be that present. Because you know what a gift it is. To give another person your full listening, your full attention. It's a gift to give it to yourself. To be with yourself this way is a gift. Then you're only that much more generous and more authentically present. Because meditation is just a practice to be more present. Bring all 10 fingertips to touch. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Let the exhalation be a symbol, a completion of the past. Let your inhale breathe in new life, not just new oxygen into your brain, into your cells, into your lungs, into your mood. Breathe it all out. Let the inhale breathe in new life. Exhale. Let the exhale teach you that you're releasing something old that's had more of your attention than what the now has been able to. All 10 of your fingers touching. Feel the power of all your 10 fingers physically touching in a way that floods your mind with peace. Any areas where there isn't peace, let the peace flood those areas. Very often, in a moment of stillness, quiet, calm, we become then flooded with fear. It's as if being vulnerable and relaxed feels dangerous. And it can feel that way to a mind that's had more fight or flight energy than it has relaxation and ease. So if that's the case, around days like that, get really present, and from the most connected, loving part of yourself, you tell your heart speaks to your mind to tell you, to reteach you, you are safe. You are safe to relax. So you're really letting the loving part of you speak to the fearful part that feels like danger is on the way. That the words, and when you are fully present, those words have more power than you could know, will reach into a deeper reservoir of that unconscious fear. And the fear pops up, the anxiety pops up, because it's wondering, are you available to heal me today? Are you available to speak to me with love? Are you available to speak in a tone that reassures me so that I may feel safe to come out of the places I buried myself in fear? Take a breath in, exhale out. And tell yourself silently or out loud, but voice is powerful. You are safe and secure.
Safe,
And I am here with you.
secure. I'm here with you.
Which moves us out of the energy of feeling we'll be abandoned by ourselves. Which is probably more fearful to the mind than even the people around us abandoning us. Because you recognize the abandonment energy outside of us created us to feel inside, I'm not safe. I'll be abandoned in the first place. Perhaps the person who told you something that hurt your mind or poked holes in your head isn't evolved, isn't humbled, hasn't gotten to that place where they could have the humility to make a true apology. But meanwhile, your mind still suffers, so what are you going to do about that? So you give yourself the emotional validation. And notice there's a healing that comes from it. Bring your palms together, thumbs to your forehead center. Take a big breath in. Your exhale is the pathway to your do-over. We only have to have consciousness to know that we can call a do-over in the first place. Not of our whole life, a do-over of a day, a week, a year, 5 years. There's a space to call a do-over. Namaste.